In a surprising revelation that has quickly caught the attention of Sister Wives fans, Meri Brown recently shared details about a major financial decision she made during the Brown family's move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff. For years, viewers watched the family talk about unity, shared responsibility, and the idea that their finances were handled collectively as part of their plural marriage. But Meri's latest comments are now giving fans a much deeper look into how those financial arrangements may have worked behind the scenes. According to Meri, when she sold her Las Vegas home during the family's relocation, the money she received from the sale did not stay with her. Instead, she says she turned over the entire amount to support the family as they transitioned to their new life in Arizona. At the time, Meri believed she was doing what the family had always agreed upon, contributing to the shared pool of resources that was meant to support everyone equally. The Browns had often spoken about working together financially, especially during major changes like the move to Flagstaff. However, what surprised many viewers the most was Meri's claim that the money from her house sale ultimately helped with the purchase of the home where Kody Brown and Robyn Brown now live. That home later became one of the most talked-about properties connected to the family, especially as relationships within the Brown household began to shift and change. For longtime fans of the show, this revelation has sparked fresh debate and curiosity. Many viewers are now revisiting past episodes and moments from the move to Flagstaff, wondering how the financial decisions were made and whether all the wives truly benefited equally from the shared family system. As more details about the Brown family's past continue to surface, Meri's statement has added another layer to the ongoing conversation about trust, sacrifice, and the complex dynamics that define their plural marriage. To fully understand the situation Meri is describing, it helps to look back at the moment when the Brown family made the life-changing decision to leave Las Vegas. For several years, the family had been living in a unique setup in Nevada. Each wife had her own home, but all 4 houses were located in the same cul-de-sac neighborhood. This arrangement allowed the family to stay close while still maintaining separate households. It was a setup that many fans believed worked well for them, as it balanced independence with family unity. However, everything began to change when Kody Brown announced that the family would be moving again, this time to Flagstaff, Arizona. The decision surprised many viewers, and even some members of the family appeared uncertain about the move. Till the Browns began preparing for the transition, which meant selling all 4 homes in Las Vegas and starting over in a completely new place. During this time, the family often spoke about how their finances were structured. Instead of each wife managing her money entirely separately, they frequently described their system as one built on shared family resources. The idea was that everyone contributed financially, and those contributions were used to support the entire family whenever major expenses came up. Meri explained that when her Las Vegas home was sold, she followed the same financial arrangement the family had always talked about. Rather than keeping the profit from the sale for herself, she placed the money into what they considered the family fund. At the time, Meri believed this was the right thing to do because the move to Flagstaff was supposed to be a new beginning for everyone. She trusted that the funds would help support the family as they settled into their new city, secured housing, and eventually worked toward their long-term plan of building homes together on the land they had purchased in Arizona. As the move to Flagstaff continued, the Brown family quickly realized that their housing plans were not going to unfold as smoothly as they had hoped. When they first arrived in Arizona, the family had a long-term vision of building several homes on a large piece of land they had purchased called Kody Pass. The idea was that each wife would eventually have her own house on the property, allowing the family to remain close while still maintaining separate living spaces. It was presented as a dream project that would bring the entire family together again in one place. But as time went on, those plans faced multiple delays. Issues related to land development, finances, and planning meant that construction on Kody Pass did not begin as quickly as expected. Because of this, the family needed temporary housing while they waited for their future homes to be built. Some of the wives began renting properties in the area, trying to adjust to life in Flagstaff while the larger plan remained uncertain. During this period, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown made the decision to purchase a large home in Flagstaff instead of continuing to rent. Purchase of that house soon became a major talking point among viewers of Sister Wives, especially because of the size and cost of the property. According to Meri's recent comments, the money she contributed from the sale of her Las Vegas home ended up helping support that purchase. Meri explained that at the time she believed she was simply contributing to the family's shared needs, just as they had always done. She says she handed over the full amount from the sale to help support the family during the transition. Looking back now, however, many viewers have begun questioning how those financial decisions were made and whether the contributions from each wife were truly equal within the family system. Now that Meri Brown has officially moved on from her marriage with Kody Brown, she has begun reflecting more openly on many of the decisions she made during the years when the family was still functioning as a plural household. With time and distance, Meri says she has started to view certain moments in her life with a new perspective. One of those moments is the decision to give the money from the sale of her Las Vegas home to the family during the move to Flagstaff. At the time, Meri believed she was doing what was best for the entire family. The Browns had always talked about unity and shared responsibility, and Meri says she trusted that system. She believed the family was still working toward the same goal, building a future together and supporting one another through major life transitions. In her mind, contributing the money was simply part of the commitment she had made to the plural marriage and the family they had built over many years. However, as time passed, the dynamics within the family began to shift dramatically. Meri and Kody's relationship had already been strained for quite some time, and the emotional distance between them continued to grow. Eventually, the situation reached a point where the relationship effectively came to an end. With that chapter of her life now closed, Meri has been able to look back on past experiences more honestly. She has suggested that while she doesn't regret trying to support the family, the situation feels very different now when she reflects on it. Her comments indicate that the experience has been part of a much larger personal journey, one that involves reevaluating her role in the family, understanding what she gave over the years, and finding a new sense of independence after stepping away from the plural marriage. Meri Brown's recent revelation about giving up every penny from the sale of her Las Vegas home to support Kody and Robyn's Flagstaff house has sparked strong reactions among Sister Wives fans across social media and discussion forums. Many longtime viewers expressed admiration for Meri, seeing her actions as a sign of deep commitment and loyalty to the family, even during a period when her personal relationship with Kody was clearly strained. For these fans, her willingness to contribute so significantly despite the personal cost reflects the sacrifices she made for the family and the principles she believed in at the time. However, other viewers have criticized the situation, arguing that it highlights financial imbalances and inequality within the Brown family structure. They point out that while the plural marriage was presented as a system of shared resources, some wives may have contributed more than others, raising questions about fairness and accountability. Fans are now debating whether Meri's contribution was taken for granted or if the family system inherently favored certain members over others. As more former wives like Christine, Janelle, and Meri share their personal experiences and reflections, fans are gaining new insight into what life inside the Brown household was really like. These behind-the-scenes details are reshaping public perception of the family's history, showing that beyond the on-screen drama, there were very real emotional and financial complexities. The discussion extends beyond finances, touching on themes of trust, loyalty, and sacrifice. Many fans are reflecting on how these dynamics contributed to the eventual breakup of the plural marriage, making the story resonate on a deeper level. Even years after the major shifts in the family, Sister Wives continues to capture attention, proving that the challenges, decisions, and experiences of the Brown family remain a topic of fascination and debate among audiences everywhere. The conversation sparked by Meri's revelation ensures that her story, and the lessons it represents, will continue to influence fans' understanding of the show for years to come.